Hi there guys, so Deontay Wilder has triggered his side of the rematch clause and he will attempt to regain his WBC world title possibly in July against Tyson Fury. Now, he has received an offer from none other than Floyd Mayweather, who said that he will train Deontay Wilder for the rematch. He said, if I train him, I can teach him how to win. So, Floyd Mayweather is clearly backing Deontay Wilder in the rematch. He believes that Deontay Wilder can beat Fury, and he believes he can do it under his guidance. Now, obviously, Floyd Mayweather is not a trainer. He's a great professional, 50-0, one of the best that has ever graced the sport of boxing. But can he be a trainer? Now, I don't think anything could be much worse than Jay Diaz, and that is no disrespect to him, but he is not a boxing trainer. He didn't really know what he was doing in Deontay Wilder's corner. That is why Mark Breland threw the towel, because he was the only one who understood what Deontay Wilder was going through in there, so he threw the towel. Jay Diaz didn't really know what he was doing. He wasn't giving Deontay Wilder any real advice, anything that would help him get through what he was going through in there, because Deontay Wilder got battered from round 1 to 7. There was no moments in the fight that he won. He landed a few clean right hands, but it didn't bother Fury. Fury just backed up a little bit, then got straight back after him again. So Fury could not be hurt by Deontay Wilder. And there are other aspects of boxing that Deontay Wilder has ignored because his power always gets him out of trouble. But in the Tyson Fury fight, it just wasn't enough. He could not land anything good enough that would knock out Tyson Fury or even hurt him or even stop him coming forward for that matter, because Tyson Fury from the first bell grabbed center ring, and he did not give up center ring until that towel came in, until the fight was over. So Deontay Wilder needed to stop Tyson Fury from coming forward, and he didn't know how to do that. And I don't think that Jay Diaz is going to be able to teach him how to do that either. So maybe he does need someone different. Maybe not Floyd Mayweather as his main trainer, but to bring him into the team would help Deontay Wilder. But ultimately, what's he going to learn in the next 3, 4, maybe 5 months that he hasn't already? Deontay Wilder is what he is. He isn't going to change. He is a fearsome puncher, reasonable left hook, reasonable jab. But that big right hand is the only thing he has in his arsenal. The only thing that will ever get him out of trouble, because he isn't outboxing no one, especially Tyson Fury. And he can't go in there and start brawling with Fury, start trading with him, and open up, make it a slugfest, make it a dogfight, because he cannot do that. He's never done that in his career before. He had that done to him in the second Tyson Fury fight, and look what happened. He got battered for 7 rounds straight. So Deontay Wilder is one-dimensional. He has to come up with a very good game plan to stop Tyson Fury from coming forward, and that would be anything like shoot to the chest. I mean, Tyson Fury was just walking forward, bobbing and weaving, moving his head, and Deontay Wilder didn't have a remedy to that. He jabbed, moved off to his left, jabbed, moved off to his left, and went backwards in straight lines, and Tyson Fury just followed him, cut off the ring, and broke him down. There was nothing that Deontay Wilder could do. He would jab and then move to his left. He would do the same thing over and over again, and Tyson Fury knew what he was going to do. As I said, Deontay Wilder has never been in a dogfight aside from that fight with Tyson Fury, so he didn't know what to do. He was in uncharted territory, and considering Deontay Wilder is later on in his career, how much can he really learn now that can benefit him in the rematch? First things first, he needs to stop Tyson Fury from walking forward, because Tyson Fury was coming forward, bobbing and weaving, and he wasn't getting hit. Tyson Fury had it all his own way too much, and Deontay Wilder allowed that. He gave Tyson Fury the opportunity to come forward. He didn't try and stop him. I mean, something like shooting the jab to the chest, just slow him down, stop him coming forward, but there was no grasp of this. Even his corner did not pick up on anything like that. That is why someone like Jay Diaz isn't going to help Deontay Wilder in that situation. He may as well have no one else in his corner. Because again, no disrespect to Jay Diaz, but he's not a real boxing trainer. I mean, many people said that Ben Davison was just a personal trainer and not a boxing trainer. Well, Jay Diaz isn't really even a personal trainer. So again, no disrespect, but he's not the kind of person that Deontay Wilder needs in his corner. Because Deontay Wilder may as well not have anyone in the corner. And Mark Breland is the only one who has any real boxing experience in Deontay Wilder's corner. That was why he made the right call. That is why he should have thrown the towel in, because he saved his fighter for another day. It's alright being a brave fighter and refusing to quit in the ring, but the last thing you want is a brave trainer as well, because they will leave him in there too long. They saved Deontay Wilder to fight another day. I mean, he wasn't happy with that decision, but he will thank Mark Breland 3 or 4 years down the line. So, can Deontay Wilder become a 2-time heavyweight world champion, only the 5th heavyweight in history alongside Anthony Joshua, Floyd Patterson, Lennox Lewis and Muhammad Ali, to regain a heavyweight world title in an immediate rematch under the tutelage of Floyd Mayweather? Well, Floyd Mayweather isn't a boxing trainer, but he does know more than Jay Diaz, so perhaps he could come into the team. But I don't think it's going to impact Deontay Wilder all that much. It will help him with his defense, but ultimately Tyson Fury will do the same again. And the problem is, how is Deontay Wilder going to deal with Tyson Fury in the press conference, in the build-up to the fight? Because he couldn't deal with him last time. Now he has suffered a 7th round crushing defeat to Tyson Fury. Is Tyson Fury just going to let that go? So in the press conferences, Deontay Wilder could be beat before he gets to the ring. And it comes down to quality, boxing finesse. Is Deontay Wilder a gifted boxer? No. Is he destructive enough to hurt Tyson Fury? I mean, he dropped him twice in the first fight, but in the second fight, could not stop him, could not back him up, could not hurt him. So is he going to be able to in the next one? No, I don't believe so. I believe the same thing happens again, only quicker. Because I think that Deontay Wilder will always revert to type, revert back to just trying to land that right hand. He may come out and do something different to start with in the third fight. He may jab a little bit, move a little bit better, try and get those straight shots going. But ultimately, as soon as Tyson Fury starts backing him up, working to the body and being rough with him, pulling him about and holding, leaning in the clinch and starting to break down Deontay Wilder, he will revert back to type, leaping in with those right hands when he's not even in range. He needs to get his feet closer before he tries to throw that right hand. And he doesn't really have any concept of this. So I believe that as soon as Tyson Fury starts getting some success and starts popping that jab and landing those right hands again, that is when Deontay Wilder will revert back to type, and the same thing will happen again. I would say round 5 this time. I don't think it goes as long, because I think that as soon as it starts happening, Deontay Wilder will revert back to type, and he will think, oh damn, it's happening again. And I don't think he will know how to adjust in the ring in order to stop that from happening. So I think the same thing happens again. And all the trainers in the world and advisors like Floyd Mayweather will not be able to stop that. If you have a fighter like that, he is one-dimensional, whereas Tyson Fury can do it many ways. He can box, he can fight, and he can even have a shootout. He's shown that in the second Deontay Wilder fight. Deontay Wilder is one-dimensional. Tyson Fury is not. And I believe that is the main difference here. Because Tyson Fury has beat Deontay Wilder by outboxing him. He got a draw, but let's be real, he won that fight. I think we can all agree on that. The second fight, he had a fight with him. He had a brawl with him. And look what happened there as well. So any version of Tyson Fury, whatever he decides to get in the ring and do, he can beat Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder will know that going into the ring. So you have to give him credit for taking the rematch. But still, I just don't think he has anything that can bother Tyson Fury. As long as Tyson Fury turns up, as long as he trains properly, as long as he is in the right place mentally, Tyson Fury will win again. Whether Floyd Mayweather is in the team or anyone else. But having said that, I think the trainer is a good way to start for Deontay Wilder. I think Jay Diaz is not going to cut it for him. He needs to get rid of him, bring someone else in different. Or maybe even keep Jay Diaz on if he wants to. Keep him on, but ultimately, someone new has to come into the camp. Maybe someone like a Virgil Hunter who can work on his defense. Because Deontay Wilder's defense and evasive movement is little to non-existent. Because, let's be real, Deontay Wilder is not a defensive fighter. He's an offensive fighter. Although, he can't really hack it in a dogfight because Tyson Fury said in the build-up he was going to make it a dogfight because he did not believe that Deontay Wilder had ever been in one before. He's been in sticky situations like the first Luis Ortiz fight where he was hurt and backed up, and he was in survival mode in that fight. But let's be real, Luis Ortiz was a 40-year-old boxer, and I don't think he had the gas to finish Deontay Wilder, whereas Tyson Fury is a 31-year-old in his prime. So he did not run out of gas. Despite having all of that extra weight, it actually benefited Tyson Fury, especially in the clinches, because he was so much stronger than Deontay Wilder. He even seemed to have the edge in power as well, because everything that Deontay Wilder landed on Tyson Fury, it just bounced off. It didn't cause any effect on Tyson Fury and did not stop him from coming forward, whereas Tyson Fury was working to the head, working to the body and breaking down Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder ran out of ideas after that second round, and then he got dropped in the next one, and from then on he was just in survival mode for the whole fight, and it wasn't pretty really, to be honest, especially if you were a Deontay Wilder fan. That was not a great watch for you guys. So guys, anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Floyd Mayweather has offered to train Deontay Wilder so he can beat Tyson Fury in the rematch. The rematch looks like it's going to take place in July, just before the Olympics. That is the word from Bob Arum, Tyson Fury's promoter. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.